Turntable. Access ordinary by rotating the turntable. Oh. Hello? Hey, let's remember I can freaking move around here.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Ow! Who just threw something at me? These guys, you gotta throw two things at them in quick succession because they can't dodge both. And that's the way to do it, and oh my god, it's my favorite lovely dude. Please go away. I'm not here for you. But I don't think you can climb this, right? So we're okay here, thankfully. And now I'm looking for a way to turn the turntables. Which is probably related to the bridge operator there, huh? No, can you not? They can't come into rooms, it's okay. Oh, it's all moldy here. There might be a mold guy nearby.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Work chat, teeth. Huh, the other one was about the dog, this one's about the teeth. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. No, I think the dead dog was probably worse. Okay, so this goes outside. Do we want to move it right away, or is there any reason we want to put that off? Hold on, I do want to check very quickly if getting the mold includes going here. It doesn't. Okay, so this spot of mold is just here because it's here. Okay, that's fine then.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
It's that crap over there. And then there's more over on that side.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Are we all happy? Why did we need this though? Because... oh, because the place won't open unless if the bridge is like this. Because actually, we were already right in front of it. It's just that the gates had to be opened. Are we still trying to find the slide projector here? Because I feel like... would that be here? I guess so. So what have they done here? They've recreated the whole little bit of ordinary where this happened. Which will be really good for us as the player because Jesse knows about it, Dylan knows about it, Polaris knows about it, people in the bureau know about it, but we don't really know too much. All we know is that something happened and it caused a whole bunch of troubles and dimensions being opened and so on and so forth. What the heck is that? Was it that invisible guy? Oh, what is that? I think it was the invisible guy. We didn't get a new thing for it, right? So that must have been something that we've seen before. Get rid of that. I don't know which one it was, though. Whatever. Creepy. But like I've said before, after the mold guy, everything seems easy. We're still only at level 4 in the main story here, so me having gone there while those guys were level 9 probably wasn't that great of an idea. I feel like this place is starting to look a little bit weird. Even the alarm lights. What do you want me to... You want me to fix that? Can I look around first? Why do I want to fix this? There's a plane here. Can hiss only be found in places where people have access to? Like they have to have a guy there originally? If this is such a tightly locked down place, there might not be that many hiss around here. Oh, okay, that's going to ordinary. Alright. But these energy needing things... I don't know why we're doing this, but I assume it's needed. Do we want to power this plane? Was that part of the event? I need one more. Where do I find one more? Hey, did my levitation get higher? Feels like it did. Don't I need one more for that? Or do I have to rotate them out? Yeah, I guess that might be it. Or... What's changed though? Me putting this down here. Actually, it seems like I can't take it out, so maybe I'm just missing one more somewhere. Yes. There used to be a door here, but no longer. How the heck does this cube work? You just put it in storage and it still has energy this whole time? Amazing bureau inventions. Okay, that's probably not good. Oh, the elevator worked. Is that it? Pretty sure I didn't press it open. How are you doing today, Jesse? Not so great, huh? No. What was that about no hiss being around here? Whoa! Calm the frick down. Seriously, I don't even use my gun anymore. Because the launch is so much better. Oh, geez, not you again. Not you again. Whoa! Agents! An agent is somebody who goes into altered items, and they're the people who are at the forefront of researching them, right? Or collecting data for the research, I should say. Airplane evaluation order. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the ordinary AWE. See case file for details. And is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access For more information on Tunnel and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and see file. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Oh yeah, that's right, we saw that earlier too, but this place that we're in right now is directly connected to the New York tunnels, the subway, which is I mean, how the heck can they do that without anyone finding out? Because the oldest house somehow has some kind of magic that makes it so people can't discover it. Don't think we need that. But we want to dismantle it so we can get more whatever, right? This stuff. Oh, I should have freaking looked into upgrading my gun earlier. I forgot. Ah, everything's getting full. Okay, we're good. Ordinary AWE. AWE study on hold. Areas off limits. Pending future use. Hello? Sometimes there's just one guy here waiting for me. Ordinary AWE, stage 1.A. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan Faden. Interview, 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Faden. Therapy session, 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddy, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo. No one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation house. In his interview, Dylan was naming a lot of people who've disappeared and one who doesn't even exist. Oh my god. By the way, by slide projector, I'm pretty sure that's what it means, but we're talking about the ones you see in school, right? Like a machine that you can roll around. Well, it's on the cart that you can roll around, and then you put transparent slides on it so you can magnify it. So that's what we mean when we're talking about a house slide.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town, but it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. That's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still working on the show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Rio Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
That's why all the people Dylan mentioned in the interview are missing. Because the whole town's gone. Except me and Dylan, for some reason. By the way, Mr. Hiss or Miss Hiss or whatever you are, could you please be a little bit quiet in the background? You're really loud. Ordinary summary. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Kind of like the mirror, but an even stronger version, because it's confirmed to be an actual different dimension. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials. Okay, so we're not twins, I'm older. We're playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews and Prime Candidate Program files. So 17 people were here. They tried to catch me, but I escaped. Later on they found me, but they decided, we'll just observe her instead of capturing her.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Humanity affects this. Interesting thought.
There is a curious correlation.
Like I said, it's scary because these random everyday items are somehow the holders of supernatural forces. If we saw something alien, we immediately recognize it as being alien. But we look at a rubber duck and we think children's toy or bath toy, whatever, not, something that seeps resonance out of it and tries to kill people. Ordinary AWE Stage 4.8. Witness testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed a projector, and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. Like a bully gang. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan from 2002. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse, 2010. That must be Polaris. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Dylan. Extrapolated information. Additional slide, designation hand. SID 36 is verified and in bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, designation Dog Neil. We found a slide projector. Bad things started happening. But then we changed to the slide with the hand, and Polaris was there and decided to help us. And ever since, we've been with her. And Dylan? Presumably. Do those guys want to come down and talk, or...? Oh! Large object takes a while to levitate. Control point right here. Wonderful, thank you.
evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed
Formerly?
by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault.
The guy who
I
died.
couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I feel like I can't really fault him for behaving like this because that lady didn't really show any ounce of compassion towards him either. Like nothing like, oh, I know how you feel. I'm just asking you this because I have to. She's like, okay, if you see a rabbit in the woods, blah 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 blah. Like, come on, man, show some reaction to what people are saying. That wasn't a conversation, that was an interrogation. Ordinary AWE Stage 2. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector, said Dylan. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really, it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter. Or something. Very dark. The Not Mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. What? They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys, said Jesse. So from that, we can tell there's one more slide called Temple, and some kind of paranatural entity called Not Mother. Jesse and Dylan found the slide and the projector. So the projector came with multiple slides. And then the projector got confiscated? Or no, it was more that the bullies took the projector and hid it in their little headquarters. And then stuff happened and stuff went south. I suspect we're gonna be reenacting it very soon. There's some kind of glowing house over there. Did we have anything we want to do here? Yes, I want to see if we can upgrade our gun. Yes, we can. Which ones do I want to upgrade? Spin again? Do I have enough to upgrade multiple? Hopefully. Oh, I can still upgrade spin. Oh, shatter. But not grip. I don't have enough remote thoughts. Okay, well, I'm using shatter right now anyway. And that's actually gonna be the full upgrades for both those guns there. Cool. Now we can add more mods. For the spin. Rate of fire. It's fast enough as it is. There's really not too much else. Yeah, the one reason why I kept this one, even though it's a level 1, is because I like the headshot damage. Yeah, I mean, we can add a whole bunch of damage things to spin. Is there anything better, though? I feel like I don't really like any of these ones. So we'll just have to focus on getting headshots. Why do they want me to levitate so badly? Okay, fine, I'll use it, fine. But we're not gonna... Like, how is that gonna be... We'll test it out, right here. That's one shot, right? So if I'm levitating... It takes away like half a shot. Okay, I'll try and see if I can remember that. I don't very often use levitate inside of battle, though. So this is gonna take some time for me to remember. Stage 1B. The second slide we called the meadow, but really, it was just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then, when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Oh my god, so they regularly went into the slides? Without issue? That was said by Jesse. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there, more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil, and found the projector. He and his goons took it, said Jesse. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened, said Dylan. From that, we learn about a meadow slide. Do I really want to do this?
Let's see what they have on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Like a miniature version. Stage 4. Wow. A lot of people at the Bureau are good at arts, huh? The puppet show, and now this. It's not just math nerds around here. Stage 3. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Mrs. Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. What? Bye-bye, Mrs. Chester. I always liked her. I liked math, said Dylan. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realizing something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Knot Mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Jesse. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed to be result from slide projector related AWE. Now I feel like we're missing a 4B here, so once we get that one, maybe we'll try to see what the whole thing was like. Do they want me to reenact this? This might be the parking lot. Okay. Oh no, we're breaking it! Okay, well, I guess we're not reenacting this thing. That's right, levitate. I'm sorry! Whoever spent time building these houses, I'm really sorry. What are you doing? Quit it. Quit it with that. How come your things can like suspend in midair and all?
We found a slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Oh man, I was really looking forward to like actually looking at this place and stuff.
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature, not real. They got that right.
Let's have a quick look, even though we don't have 4B yet. Because I kind of want to understand what's going on here. Okay, so they found the slide projector, and there was a slide that was a house, and they went in. And that's what they mean by the house was empty. And then, kids being kids, wait, first of all, they found it in a dump. They shared the secret with each other. And then they all explored different slides, such as the meadow. And one time, Neil got lost inside the meadow and then Tom changed the slide. But what happened to him again? Oh god. Neil was going into the meadow slide on his own a lot. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester. Oh, wait, they talked about it here. Right. So Mrs. Chester died because the kids killed her. Then the kids were getting more and more violent and uncontrollable when they were using the projector. And they were also using the temple slide, where there was some kind of mother entity there, and they were being breastfed by it. It's like supernatural breast milk, which might be why they were changing and killing people and stuff. Oh my gosh. And then me and Dylan grabbed the projector and we stole it away. And then Neil suddenly showed back up again, but he was like a melted dog from being in the meadow while the slides were changed. Oh, frick, man. Oh my god. Anyway, we changed the slide to the hand, and that's where Polaris came in. And then... oh, and then somewhere at this point here, the adults disappeared. That's why Jesse and Dylan decided to take the projector, I guess. Oh, jeez. Stage 2. Just gets more and more outward. Pretty much. Well, there's a lot of observation areas here. That'll be probably where we can get more information. And find 4B. I'm convinced there's gotta be a 4B somewhere.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No, Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris, she's come back. After a long time, she's calling me.
Oh.
In a dream I saw, she showed me things. Jesse, it felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown that you believe Polaris caused.
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
I feel like the psychiatrist is so combative. Like, oh, did you make this poem yourself? Well, no matter. Very dismissive, too. Thomas Zane was from Alan Wake, so maybe she visited the realm of Alan Wake when she was still using the projector and stuff. Oh, another interesting thing that we learned there. Polaris wasn't with us the whole time. We had her back in Ordinary, and then she's disappeared, and then she came back. So like we said, nothing happened for 16.5 years, and then suddenly, something changed, and now we're here. Maybe not 16.5 though, because I think the psychiatrist thing is from 2010, and they didn't let me go until I supposedly got better. So Polaris came back to me in 2010. Ordinary supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, DF claims there were 8 slides for the projector. JF mentions 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36. Oh, that's the hand, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. That's probably a smart thing. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary Town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. This happened back in 2002. How old am I right now? They mentioned it earlier. I think Dylan was 10 and I was 11 back in 2002. So right now, it's 17 years later. Which means I am 28 and Dylan is 27. Still really young. Of course though, we have led completely different lives. Me, one of paranoia and filled with things like therapists and psychiatrists not believing in me. Dylan, literally having lived in a cell for 17 years. I don't know which one's sadder. Ordinary dump. So this is not just a recreation, this is the actual stuff brought back from Ordinary.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York.
Yeah!
And nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
How did they do it? Who the hell knows? Hey, maybe they could have used the Ocean View Motel, huh? Bring in a piece here, chuck in a piece there. Dump cessation of work order. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the Ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. I feel like this whole time we've been wondering a lot about, oh, Dylan, oh, Jesse, oh, Dr. Darling. But maybe one person that we don't think about too much is Polaris. Because we know the Bureau has a slide, okay? And she's been helping me out here and there. She's a pretty pivotal factor in this whole thing. But she can't speak. She doesn't speak. Not out loud anyway. So we don't really know what she's thinking or if she's really good. Does she have any motives? So on and so forth. How come I can't seize you? I wanted to seize it, but I couldn't. Oh god, it's hard to do a headshot on you. Multiple guys here. Just hold on. Give me a second. Oh, you guys are ruining what's left of my hometown. Junior supervisor. Hold on. Whoa! That's not cool. Yeah, don't seize that. I don't need it. Don't need that. I gotta levitate a little bit here. Things are scary. Naturally, I'm losing a good bit of health here. I gotta be careful. Oh! Ow!
We should check that lab.
This guy has labs everywhere. Slide projector. Oh, maybe that lets us get out of here? Gonna hold off on that for a second. This is the dump where we found the slide projector. Compacted trash. There is an upper portion here. Just wondering. Anything up here? Of course. Globe supplement. Wolf globe. Oh, the one where the geographic locations were slightly different. The item was found in the penthouse suite at Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including and the item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. For doing what? Illegally dealing in altered materials? Article from Toronto Daily. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's a question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police says it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. Well, if he's not dead, he's in a prison somewhere here. This was 9 years ago. Is this place for observation? There's really not too much here. A red net. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Pierce aimed fire boost. Okay, the one and only. If we find the slide, do we still have the projector? We gotta have, right? There are some conflicting reports. There's 8 to 9 slides. I burned 6 of them. And I don't know which ones we have left besides the hand, but we have the hand one for sure. And that's the one that's most relevant to Polaris. It might not be here. Because Dr. Darling's not here, so if it's something important, maybe he took it with him.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Well, we haven't found it that easily. Were the former board members before? They got fired? Okay. I didn't suggest anything about you guys being gone or whatever. Whatever you thought I thought. I hadn't even thought about you guys for a while. But okay, whatever you want.